Oh, hi there. I'm Mike Garrity. This is Dr. Dustin Nelson. Welcome to Brosé. Just a couple of bros drinking rosé and talking fitness. Cheers. You know, that's not just about drinking for me. I've been actually studying wine. Rosé de Leroy are made from the same roster of red grapes as Rosé d'Anjou. I feel like I just read out of a spell book and I don't know what's going to happen. Dustin, I work out so hard for most of the year. That means I wake up every day with the fires of hell burning inside of me, and they can only be quenched by three things: squats, deadlifts, and gains. You know, for about 7 months, and then the fire can be put out easily with pie. And I'm telling you, when I'm eating pie on the couch, I am not depressed. That is the happiest you're ever gonna see me. The problem is I notice, and I don't feel it usually, but I'll see myself in a picture and be like, oh, you've had too much pie, buddy. Time to stop the party. And that's when I'm like, here we go again. This is when I implement my 4 phases. Phase 1, start to think about exercise as maybe something I would like to do one day. Phase 2, my not here starts right here when I'm healthy. But the fatter I get, the more it rotates towards the inside of my foot. And this is something I realized one day when I bent over to tie my shoes and my stomach cut off my airway and I couldn't breathe. And I realized that I had to rotate my knee outwards to compensate. Phase 3, just go for a run. Then I'll hit the gym. That's phase 4.
So for 2 months every year, you go through a 4-phase process to get back into shape.
No. That's a 4-phase process to decide to get back into shape.
So you're in either high gear or no gear. Yeah?
Yeah.
What we need to take from this is that every sport works this way. You have typically between 4 and 6 months a year where you are in season. And then you have a bit of a transition when it's over where you're just like, I'm going to relax and enjoy things. And then you have a hiatus where you kind of normalize. And then before you get back into going to season, you kind of pre-prep yourself. So you get yourself back into going, all right, I'm going to move. I'm going to start weight training. I'm going to start doing these things and getting myself ready for the season. And then you do the season itself.
Oh, shit.
But this is what has happened.
Weight training is a sport.
Yes.
Treat it like seasons.
Yeah.
So demon pie. What happens if I work out hard every day and eat pie every day?
Then we call you a power lifter. And your entire...
World's strongest man, here I come. Let's do some questions. All right. Dr. Nelson, what would you recommend if I wanted my body to deteriorate like Christian Bale in The Machinist?
Don't eat.
Just don't eat?
Don't eat.
Just don't eat.
Don't eat.
Sounds like you don't know the science. Question number 2. Do you know anyone that works at Planet Fitness on Belmont and Pulaski? I left my hoodie there, I think.
No.
Next question. 8-packs, 6-packs, 4-packs, 2-packs. What's up with that?
Typically the difference between 2-pack, 4-pack, 6-pack is how much body fat you have. So typically around 14 to 16% body fat will give you around that 2-pack. Around that 10 to 12%, it'll give you that 4-pack. When you start getting under 10%, around to 8 to 6%, it'll give you that 6-pack. If you have an 8-pack, it's typically a genetic variant that gives you an extra section of abdominal muscle in the rectus abdominis. And if you want that and you don't have it, you should have picked different parents.
Well, what about me? I got like a pretty big belly right now, but if I flex it, you can see all my abs. Is that...
So you have like a basketball with abs?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mean to alarm you, but there's 2 types of fat. You have the sub-Q fat, which is under the skin. So it's over the muscle fat. So under the skin, but over the muscle. And then you have the fat that's under the muscle, which is what we consider the visceral fat. That's the bad fat. That's the fat in the organs.
Dustin, every time I have a talk with you, I feel equal parts inspired and worried. That reminds me, I got something for you. My great-grandfather, William Garrity, immigrated to the United States, to the middle of Nevada, to work in the mines, and he brought with him this. And it's literally the only thing I have that's irreplaceable. Just thank you for everything. The tradition is that you take a sip, and then you give me a compliment.
And I just start by...
I was pretty clear with the directions. Just
Sure,
take a
you
sip and give me
were.
a compliment. And that's Brosé. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Mike Garrity. This is Dr. Dustin Nelson. And remember...
They're really strong.
Thank you.